Hi, welcome to Crafternoon with Diane. I'm Diane Dehoney, the Community Service Librarian here at Paul Sawyer. We're glad that you're joining us today. We will be making miniature fairy gardens with macrame hangers, and I can't wait to get started. To start, we're going to take our 2 strands of macrame rope. You're going to put both ends together, make sure they're all together there, okay? Should be about even. Then you're going to take them and string them through the top little hole on your fairy garden orb. You're going to pull that all the way through where it's even and it's hanging like that. Then you're going to pinch here at the top of the little hook, and you're going to do a loop knot. You're going to pull that all the way through and secure it. Pull that tight, just like that. Okay, next we're going to take your little terrarium. You'll sit him on his side, so we've got the strings down like this. We're going to tape that down kind of above your knot there. You can leave a little bit more space than I did if that makes it easier to tape down to your table. You want to use some tape that's a little bit more heavy duty, a masking tape or a packing tape. Just a regular Scotch tape probably isn't going to hold it for you. Then you should be working with 4 strands of macrame rope. Okay? You're going to have 2 of the strands on the outside, 2 of the strands in the middle. And this is how you'll start. Now the first knot that we'll be doing is just a basic macrame square knot. And you will be taking one side of your rope and making a 4. Just like that. Then you'll take your other strand and lay it over the top to complete your 4. So it's over the top of your triangle on your 4, just straight down. And then you'll notice you have kind of an X here, or a plus sign. You're going to take this, go under the X, pull it through your 4, and pull the knot tight. Now one thing I forgot to do is to tape this down at the bottom. That will make life a lot easier for you as you are working. Just secure that at the bottom like you did at the top. Now, to do another square knot, to continue that up, you're going to alternate sides. So you still have your 2 strands in the middle. You're going to make another 4, but you're going to do it on the opposite side. So it will be a backwards 4. So you go across, you take your other strand over the top, and then under the X, and pull it through to secure it. Doesn't have to be super tight, just secure. Then you'll start again from the other side with a 4, over the top, through the X, pull it through to secure. And you'll start to see your pattern emerge with your knots there. We'll continue that pattern up for about, I would say, about 1.5 inches. You could count your knots if you would like, if you want to have your different sections to be even, but I found that just eyeballing it works really well. So I'm going to go ahead and continue that up for about 1.5 inches. Then we'll leave a little bit of a space and start with another type of knot, which is a spiral knot. Okay, that looks good to me. Now we're going to change up our knot. So we're gonna untape the bottom here. So these two in the middle are loose again. We're gonna alternate the outside strands with the inside. So we're gonna take these go to the outside, these two come to the inside. We're gonna tape those down again so they're secure as we're working. Okay, so now instead of alternating back and forth with the 4s on each side, we're just gonna pick one side. So I'm gonna choose this side, and we'll continue the same technique for knotting, just doing it on this side instead of the alternating pattern. So we'll do our 4, our cord over the top. We're going to pull the X through the X, and this is where you're going to leave your space. So I'm going to leave about the same amount of room here as I did for the first knots. So that's not going to be completely secure yet, but once you do another knot, it'll become more secure. So we got that. Now, like I said before, we're not going to alternate sides. We're just going to continue on that side because we're going to do a spiral knot. Make the 4. This comes over the top, through the X, pull it together. As you continue that pattern, you'll notice as it starts coming together that it will eventually, instead of laying flat like this, it will start like a little spiral. Next, we'll go ahead and leave another space, and then we'll go back to our original knot, which is that square knot. So we're going to take our tape off again. We're going to take our 2 strands. You'll notice this kind of twists around, and that's fine. We're going to switch these once again. These are going to go to the outside. These, once again, become inside. Just going to try to twist on you, so make sure you tape them back down. And then you're ready to start your square stitch again. Your 4 over the top, through the X. Again, we're going to leave that little space in between and kind of eyeball it. Do your 4 on your other side again. We're going to go back to alternating over the top, through the X. And we're good. Now what you will do, you're going to take your tape Open that up. Leave a little space here. And then you're going to tie another loop knot. So just loop that right around your fingers. Pull those ends, all those ends through, all four. Pull that tight. And this is actually going to be the loop that you either put on a hanger or that you hang your fairy garden from itself. You pull that nice and taut, you can trim these ends off, and you're good to go. Now comes the really fun part when you can make your miniature fairy garden your own. You want to use all your creativity here. No two will be alike, so just have fun with it. In your kit, you will have some little pebbles, you'll have some moss, and an assortment of like little creatures, trees, perhaps some mushrooms or ladybugs or flowers, and you can put those in there, arrange them how you would like, or if you have any other little miniature items in your own home that you would like to put in your fairy garden, you are more than welcome. You want to make this your own. So first off, we're going to put our gravel, our little pebbles, in the bottom of the container. The next we'll put in a little bit of our moss. And I'll be using a hot glue gun today. So if you have one of those at home, feel free to use that. Or any type of craft glue should work pretty well. All right, I'm gonna take my hot glue, just a little bit here. Using the tweezers is gonna be a good idea. Get a good hold on it. Just a little bit of hot glue. We are working with moss here, so it's melty there. Press it down into your gravel on top, however you like. Stick on there. Like I mentioned before, there's no way to do this incorrectly, so don't worry about that at all. Arrange that any way you like. And then next, I'm going to start with my little hut here. Do the same thing with a little bit of glue on the bottom of it. Try to stick them in there with my fingers. Doesn't sit in there quite level, you can always move them around, move the gravel around a little bit until it gets where you want it to be. Next, I've got a cute little tree. Stick right down in there, pop a little glue on the trunk of the tree. In. Here is where your tweezers may come in handy. Okay. And I have little hedgehog here. I'm going to put in front of the house. again. Tweezers may be your best friend here. And I have a couple little mushrooms that I'm going to trail down into here. Let that dry a little bit. There we go. Have your very own little fairy garden. You can hang it from a hook on your porch or patio or in a kitchen window, even at your desk at work. You can use a hook to go through the loop here or simply use this loop as your hanger. And you have your own little unique miniature fairy garden with a basic macrame hanger. I hope you've enjoyed the craft today and that you'll come back and join us soon. Thanks so much. Don't forget that when you finish your fairy garden, please take a photo and post it on our social media so we can see your creation. Thanks so much and have a great day.